Good evening, welcome to Nosey Road St Helens. Tonight's Stones Super League clash, a rearranged fixture from due to the Broncos having commitments on their rented place down London, and they've had to switch the fixture up here to Nosey Road. So when we should play the Broncos here at Nosey Road, it'll be down at Charlton. Welcome to Nosey Road, as I say, the home of the Challenge Cup winners and leaders, and that's unbeaten leaders of the Super League so far. A 12-try performance last Sunday against Oldham certainly put us in good stead, didn't it? Today's match day sponsors are 1-to-1. Also sponsoring the Saints, the main sponsors are McEwen's Lager. And Saints have just signed a £500,000 deal, which covers a lot of sponsorship, sponsors boxes, bonuses. Billy McNeil in the box there, and he's always here at Nosey Road. And I know John Sargentson, the managing director, he's quite a regular attender here. Anyway, the Saints side for this evening's clash. Steve Prescott at full-back, Danny Arnold, Scott Gibbs back after flu, fully recovered. Still attracting a lot of attention from the rugby union. Paul Newell with the other centre, and Anthony Sullivan makes up the three quarters. Carl Hammond and Bobby Golding are the half-back pairing, with Apollo Pedalini, Kieran Cunningham and the front row. Derek McVie, Simon Booth and Chris Joint the back three. Substitutes for tonight's clash, Alan Hunt, Tommy Martin, Ian Pickavance and Veer Matautia. The London Broncos side, Greg Barwick at fullback, John Minto, Scott Roscoe, Tulson Tollett and Junior Paul are the three quarters. Duncan McRae and Kevin Langer, the half-back pairing, with Tony Mestroff, Tony Ray, Darren Shaw. The front row, Justin Bryant, Steve Roslin and Peter Gill. The back three, Donald Pitt, Russell Borden, Leo Diniver and Mick Brown are the subs. And your Saints side there, and tonight's match day mascot there, just to the right of Paul Newlove as he peels off, is Rebecca Carney, 10 years of age, this young lady. She attends Eccleston Lane End School. Her hobbies are going to the guides and coming here to watch the Saints. Her favourite players are Veer Matautia, Bobby Golding and Kieran Cunningham. So a big day for young Rebecca. The team's just being announced now in typical live fashion by Steve-O. Obviously the players are in a huddle and they'll just peel off as Steve-O calls the name. But a big night. The Broncos in third position, Saints top of the tree. Everybody's going to come here to Nosey Road, or if when the Saints go to the opposition, they're going to try and knock the Saints off the perch. The Broncos had a good win last week, and they'll be looking to keep up the pressure and try and dislodge Saints from the top of the tree. Pie Eaters have no game till Tuesday, with them being involved in the Middlesex Sevens, and they did well, didn't they? I mean, one of the rare times that you find yours truly shouting for the Pie Eaters, but we definitely willed them on, and they didn't get much help from the referee either, did they? But you wouldn't expect them to, would you, down there? Southern Jessies, as they say. But we're up here, we're ready for the action. A little presentation going on by the tunnel. Challenge Cup medals being presented to the coach, Joey Hayes and Dean Busby. There was a presentation just before the match, and that was Jill Clark. She won her favourite player's shirt, Villa Matautia's shirt, and that was presented just before the game. With the game being broadcast on Sky this evening, we take the Sky pictures, and even though you are with Micron, but we only get what pictures are sent down the line. As I said, Jill Clark presented with the Veer Matautia's shirt just before the game. We can also give a mention to Jill's mum Irene, who's here for the first match in more than 20 years. She can't get to the matches just at present. She's got MS, but we wish her a pleasant evening this evening. She likes watching the videos, keeping up with the Micron video, and is a bit of a groupie of yours truly. But anyway, the game's kicked off. Saints have the possession. Cunningham out to Derek McVie. Big powerful Aussie. Only one of the few Aussies that's on display here this evening. But Saints move it up over the halfway line. Chip kick through. Saints left wing will chase it, but the Broncos are hoping it's gone dead. Saints come up in force. New Love leading the charge, along with Simon Booth. But it's the Broncos in their own 20. Tony Ray, the captain, and they move it over to the left. Solid tackling. Gibbs in, along with Kieran Cunningham. But they're not getting anywhere faster, the Broncos. They're being forced back. A good drive. Big forward comes in. Andy Leatham in there quickly. Darren Shaw was the man coming through. Once again, the Broncos put it deep for the kick downfield. Finds touch on the Saints 20. Scrum down, 20 metres from the Saints line. Saints head and feed, Saints captain, Bobby Golding. Golding the bomber, but it's on with Carl Hammond. Tries to play it, he's under a little bit of pressure there, but he gets the ball away. A Perolini now. He's taken down, and Saints again, move it crossfield. Got to try and move it to the flanks. Try and beat this London Broncos outfit. We know what they're capable of. They did well with only 12 men. Their captain, Terry Matteson, sent off last week in the 58th minute. And they played better after he'd gone off, really, to be quite honest. Joint slips it up. Paul Newlove. Newlove breaks through. Powers down. Sullivan's with him. But a great tackling stint. 3 Broncos come in. Steve Rosland, one of the men. It's chipped through. It's all on. Referee Presley rules it's all on. But that's good gang tackling. Arnold, McVie and Hammond come up there. Junior Paul, they force him in to his in-goal area and keep him in the in-goal area. And Broncos now will have to drop out from between the sticks. Good kick, 50 metres. Taken by Steve Prescott. He takes the first tackle, turning round, looking to release it. No support there at present. Saints build up again. Joint slips it, drop-off ball to Perolini. Can't take it. Justin Bryant gathers it. But the referee moves in. Well, he's given the scrum down with the Broncos feed. I thought he would have played advantage. Langer fed it. Comes out the back of the Broncos pack. Chris Joint comes in. Good tackle there on Scott Roskell. Simon Booth being pulled out there for an alleged high tackle. Didn't look anything in it from our angle, but the referee, Mr. Presley, right on the job. And we've got to put up with what he says, haven't we? Whether we like it or we don't. Today's match day sponsors are 1-to-1. They've been going round giving freebies out. Telecommunications firm. But it's Broncos now, building up a good head of steam. Great run there, Darren Shaw. 30 metres downfield. Tony Ray attacked in half. On to Langer. Across the line. Broncos are spreading it. Tulson Tollett there. 2-try scorer last week against Leeds. Tollett plays it. Once again, the Broncos move downfield. Kevin Langer. Taken by his counterpart, Bobby Golding. Tony Ray attacked in half-back. Lofted ball. Good break there. The Broncos are going to squeeze in. That's the first try. 5 minutes gone. Fullback Greg Barwick in for the opening score here at Nosey Road. Good move by the Broncos. Drove it down. Darren Shaw did a lot of the spade work. Great 30-40 metre burst from Shaw. Then the ball was spread over to the right. And Greg Barwick going in for the 4-pointer. Over to our right. In your picture we have the football manager, the Broncos football manager, Trevor Howard. He's a St Helens lad originally, Trevor. Come from the Sutton area. Chatting to him before. And obviously he's expecting great things from the Broncos. They're in 3rd position. They're on the score sheet first here at Nosey Road. And the Saints will have to regroup and certainly get cracking. Barwick there, looking to convert his own try. As you can see, just in from the touchline. Only a metre or so. So a difficult conversion attempt. But the Broncos, 6 points up. Great start for them. So Barwick composes himself. Looking to make it 6. He's already made it 4. Strikes it well. That looks all the way, that does. Oh, it is. The touch judges raise the flags. Barwick converts his own try and the Broncos 6-0 in front. Great start there, and Sean McRae's men will have to compose themselves. Bobby Golding will be reading the riot act. A lost ball that was when the Saints were pressing. Joint dropped it off to Perolini, couldn't take it. The referee didn't allow the advantage. It was a scrum down, and in that set of 6, Broncos went over for the 4-pointer. Broncos are a team that's had a few name changes. Started off at Fulham, then London Crusaders, London Broncos, well, London and then London Broncos. Saints trying to spread it. Derek McVie squeezing the pass out. It's going to be a knock forward. Danny Arnold, well, it's not going to be a knock for, yes it is. Thought the referee had allowed play to go on. Derek McVie forcing the pass. He moves out well, runs out well on the right-hand side of the Saints attacking side. But Broncos with a head and feed. Saints tackling, they'll have to tighten up. Tulson Tollett there coming through. Exciting player. He's in the left centre berth this afternoon. He's usually at standoff. Operates well. Exciting player. John Minto at acting half. Justin Bryant coming through. Tony Ray, the captain, at the acting half-back position. And the Broncos are pressing up. Hammond in with the tackle. Langer, lofted pass. Attacking this right-hand side of the Broncos. Well, that's a loose ball. Tidied up. Booth misses the tackle. Duncan McRae. The standoff was on his way. Well, that's a loose ball again. Saints tidy it up this time when the Broncos were in a good attacking position. Darren Shaw coming in doing a bit of mauling, but Saints are pressing away. Perolini pushes out of the first tackle. Danny Arnold relieving the pressure from the forwards. Trying to break through, but good solid tackling again. And Saints move it over to the right. Derek McVie again. Well taken. Scott Roskell well in on him. Cunningham, lovely ball to Gibbs. Gibbs again. Great burst, 20-metre burst from Gibbs. Didn't play last week, out with flu. But obviously, as I said, a lot of speculation. And there's a speculator as Golding puts it up high. Prescott lofts it back. It's on to Chris Joint. Saints have got to move it. They've got to keep it going. That's good tackling, that. That's excellent tackling. On the sixth tackling. On the sixth tackle, I should say. Holding Simon Booth, man and ball. And Booth comes in again. But Broncos have the possession. Only a good tackling stint from the Saints can keep them up there. Barwick, he was relieving the pressure. And Broncos come upfield again. Joint, one of the tacklers. But once again, Broncos move it upfield. Tony Mestroff this time. Slips it out to Tony Ray. Approaching the halfway line. I think that's about 4 gone on the tackle count. Peter Gill. He was the man tackled there. It's chipped through. Steve Prescott shouldn't have any problem. He has to take it in the field of play in the in-goal area and manages to get into the field of play. Gill, was it there following it up? No, it was Steve Rosland that was following it up. Now it's with Sullivan. So it's been all Broncos in the opening 10 minutes. 6-0 in Broncos' favour. And Danny Arnold looking to ignite the spark in the Saints. But they've got to go 80 metres. Hammond. Cunningham scampers away from the acting half-back position. Gets sandwiched. Langer, one of the tacklers, come off worse there. He limps away. Derek McVie tries to put it over the top. Safe pass this time to Arnold. Arnold was just going to flick it back inside. Junior Paul was there, and Saints now put it in the air. Prescott once again puts it back, but it's taken by Junior Paul. Prescott right up there, follows Bobby Golding's kicks. Knocked it back, but the Saints weren't there to get it. Junior Paul was. And now it's with Minto. John Minto, the right winger. Good drive from Mestroff. Both Mestroff and Shaw running hard and straight and true. They're in the engine room, and here's Shaw now. Taken by Leatham and Booth. Good yardage made by the Broncos, and they put it down in that corner again. That's going to go touching goal. Saints substitutes warming up there, all four of them in that bottom corner, scoreboard end. Alan Hunt, Tommy Martin, Ian Pickavance and Vela and Batautia. But it's the Saints that will restart from the centre of the 20. 12 minutes gone. It's essential that Saints get points on the board. No panic just at present. McVie was driving through. Now it's with Cunningham. Cunningham again. Good yardage from the youngster. Perolini turns it infield. Saints are going to move it out quickly. Quick hand. Golding through the defence, looking for the runners. It comes back there, touches the Broncos man, and they come up with possession. Peter Gill. Well, Golding weaved his magic there, but the last pass went to ground, and Minto comes away with it. Tony Ray attacked in half. Still the Broncos have the lead, 6-0. They have the possession. Darren Shaw. Good run from him. Big, powerful prop. Once again, varying the play. That's Steve Rosland, second rower. Chip kick down for this corner again. Certainly giving Steve Prescott plenty of action in this first half. Golding at dummy half, on to Anthony Sullivan. Can we get a spectacular long distance one from Sullivan as we did last week? He wants a quick play of the ball. Wants a little bit of mauling. The Homesters don't like it. But referee Presley is letting the game go on. Hammond. Forced back. Good tackling by the Broncos, it's got to be said. Tony Curry got them all fired up. Ex-Leeds player Curry, and obviously that was extra sweet for him last week after they beat Leeds, weren't they? I mean, they're no great shakes, Leeds, are they? I know they had a good win yesterday, but they beat Paris. Well, that's a knock forward. That should be a knock forward. That touched Gill's fingers and went forward, but the referee's not seen it. Saints there coming up with too many errors in the opening 15 minutes. Steve Rosalind, the man in possession. Perolini and Leatham bring him to grass. Tony Ray at dummy half. And once again, Justin Bryant drives forward. Making good yardage there, the Broncos, keeping the ball alive. But it's gone to Danny Arnold this time. Junior Paul comes in and tackles him. One pass to many. Gibbs takes it blindside. Tony Ray and Junior Paul, and certainly looked a little bit forward in play, offside in my impartial opinion. But once again the Saints got to spread it out just inside the Broncos half. Good ball there to Booth from joint, but an equally good tackle from Peter Gill. Played exceptionally, did Gill. Once again Newlove up the wing. Oh, Newlove is going in. Newlove in again. Oh, super stuff by Newlove. World record signing. And as we've said before, they don't pay £500,000 for a blow like that unless he's got exceptional talent. And Newlove, well, that was something out of nothing, wasn't it? And put Saints on the scoreboard after 15 minutes. That's his 12th Super League try, 7 in the Challenge Cup, 19 in total. Danny Arnold just a couple behind with 17. Golding looking for the conversion. And it looks, oh yes, right over the middle, that. Nothing wrong with that. Bobby Golding, his 43rd Super League goal of the season. Well, they are all super goals, aren't they? There's no danger about that. That levels the score, 6 points apiece. Great work by Newlove. Well goal by Golding. And Saints back on level terms. Saints to kick off, having scored, 17 minutes gone on the clock. Golding's 72nd goal of the season, plus 1 drop goal. A lot of money being spent on the London outfit. Obviously, it's the old Rupert Murdoch's job. I mean, he's ploughed all this millions of pounds into the Super League. Didn't take off in Australia, much to his dismay. But it's working well here in Great Britain. And obviously, with Murdoch being the Aussie and the Brisbane Broncos having the offshoot, the London Broncos, quite a lot of players coming over here to play for them. And they've got to do well. They're in the Super League. Team from the capital, the Broncos. Team from a European team, Paris, had to be in it. And they've not started off badly, either of them, have they? But that kick was too deep. Prescott gathers it. Restart from the centre of the 20. Paulo Perolini comes in, but as you can hear from the crowd, offside. Broncos encroaching the 10-metre rule. Nothing strange we hear you say. Cunningham, short ball, Gibbs. Powers his way down. Cunningham attacked in half. Saints move it left. Golding. Golding drawing the defence across. Spreads it out to Sullivan. Sullivan sees the gap. Sullivan goes through. The crowd erupt as Sullivan makes 25 metres downfield. Now it's with Bobby Golding again. Grubbers it for the corner. Arnold will be chasing it. Junior Paul's there. Arnold's got it. Well, great work by Arnold. Now let's see if the Saints can capitalise on this. Hammond slips it out wide. Can the Saints squeeze in? Oh, he's forced into touch. That's great tackling as Derek McVeigh had come wide. And that was forced into touch on the 6th tackle. And Broncos will restart with Tony Ray, the captain. He plays it. And good work there as Steve Rosalind moves downfield. Andy Leatham in with the tackle with Carl Hammond on Justin Bryant, the other second rower. Raise the props, powering the way downfield. Tony Mestroff that time. A good yardage by the Broncos from 10 metres from their own line. They're up to the halfway. Well, the ball squirts out. Perolini picks it up. Saints just have to calm it down. 6 points apiece. And once again, Saints bring it over to this left. Good work there by Joint. Lofted ball taken by Sullivan, but the pass was forward even before it touched Sullivan's fingertips and was knocked forward. Scrum down. Broncos feed. So Borden coming on for Justin Bryant after 20 minutes play. Duncan McRae there trying to get things going. He slipped it out to Scott Roskell. Roskell breaks through the tackling. He's still going, is Roskell. The Saints have got to get in there and meet him. Prescott and Hammond bounce him down finally, but the man made too much yardage there. It's now with Mestroff. 10 metres short of the Saints try line. Once again, Tony Ray, he's lost possession. Booth comes up with it. Now did Booth take that 1-1? The referee says it's okay, and we're not going to grumble, are we? Scott Gibbs moves it over to the right. In with a shoulder, drives in well, does Gibbs. Scott Roskell, the man that felt the full force of that tackle. Arnold slips it out to Cunningham, and Cunningham comes blindside. Good yardage. Great work from Kieran. But once again, the Saints spread it across field. Derek McVie over the top. Well taken. Oh, break on here. Chris Joint. Newlove was coming on the inside. Joint had to take the tackle. Now it's Booth. Tollett came in, just pushed him off. The last tackle of the sequence, and Bobby Golding, well, he gets a chip. It's still going to be the last tackle. It's going to have to be kicked again. Prescott puts it down because the man, the ball played the man. Arnold is still stood. Can he get this? That's, oh, dear me. What's wrong with that referee? He's ruled him offside. My word. No chance. The referee will be getting quite a bit of stick now, won't he? Great work there on the last tackle. Bobby Golding kicked it through. It hit the Broncos man. It played him. He didn't play the ball. It came back. Prescott kicked it up. Arnold went there. Junior Paul couldn't gather it. Arnold picked it up. We're just going to go over for the 4-pointer. And the referee says he's offside. Just keeping the scoring down, Mr. Presley. Rosalind into the Saints half. Leatham and Perolini wrestle him to the ground. Tony Ray, dummy half. Broncos move it left. Now they straighten up. Oh, great break there. Good work on the far side. The ball coming back. Peter Gill couldn't take it, couldn't put it inside properly. And Danny Arnold comes up with it. Just the last pass going down. But a great break there by the Broncos. And usually the safe hands of Peter Gill. Well, he put it inside, but it was a bad pass in the end. Saints will be grateful of that. Perolini, good ball. Now it's with Newlove. They've got to watch Newlove. They've got to try and wrap him up, and Minto does it this time. Joint slips it out. Saints keep it going. Hammond has the possession. Taken down by Mestroff. Now it's Golding again. Putting it back downfield, just as the Broncos have put it up to the Saints in the Saints 20. Golding puts it down there and finds touch in the Broncos 20. Be a scrum down, 20 metres in, and approximately 15 metres from the Broncos try line. The score's 6 points apiece, and we've been playing 24 minutes. Kevin Langer, the man that'll feed the scrum. And Broncos again have the possession, and it's up to the Saints now. They've got to get this tackling right. They've got to get in there. They've got to meet the Broncos, force them back. Barwick took the first tackle. Saints have got to tackle in 2s and 3s and make sure the ball's not slipped out. Langer comes through again. Saints meet Warrington, another live Sky broadcast next Friday. And the Wire had a good win today, but that's a great tackle by Perolini on Junior Paul, isn't it? In with a shoulder and drove him back. They didn't call him the Terminator for nothing. That was the hallmark, but the Broncos are spreading it. The Saints have got to wrap the man up there, and again the ball's released. On to Minto, he comes in field. Newlove wraps him up. Tulson Tollett attacked in half. Now it's with Langer. He rifles it up the touch line, and a great kick from Langer finds touch 5 metres from the corner flag. It'll be brought back to the 10-metre line and 20 metres in from the Popular side. From our vantage point, the scrum will be formed and Bobby Golding will feed it. In third position, the Broncos, and obviously looking to get further points up the ladder. But it's Golding that comes away with it. A little bit of maul in there. Duncan McRae doing the holding down to perfection. Leatham now with the next drive. And Cunningham again. But good tackling. No danger about that. Russell Borden coming on there, getting involved. Well, was that offside? Borden again. Derek McVie runs out wide, slips it out to Gibbs. Oh, lovely pinpoint precision pass. Arnold's on his way. Tried to get it inside. lost possession, forced the pass, but great work by Gibbs. Crisp hands. Derek McVie again involved, moved it over to the right, slipped it to Gibbs, straight out like hot potato to Arnold. He wanted to turn it back inside to Gibbs. The pass went down, and it'll be a scrum down with the Broncos feed. 27 minutes gone, 6 points apiece. Certainly exciting game. Nothing more than we can expect. Top four clash, first and third positions, and what you'd class as a 4-pointer here today, isn't it? Steve Rosalind, second rower. Now, Tony Ray slips it out. Broncos driving it up. Mestroff has the ball. Once again, oh, that's good running, isn't it? Great running there from Russell Borden, the substitute on for Justin Bryant. And he takes some pulling down when they're running at pace. Chip kick for the corner. Well, yes, oh, that's a good try. Excellent work there from Scott Roskell. Picked it out of the air. 27 minutes gone. And Roskell picked that one up. Lovely, astute chip kick through. Nobody at home in the Saints' back line. Arnold and Gibbs pressed up. As Irene is Margaret Jennion. She's not been able to attend any matches this season. She suffers with MS and she used to be a regular here on the terraces. Her son Mark has a lot of input with the academy and A team. And her husband Alan, that's Mark's dad, Alan, he used to be a regular attender here. Now Alan may be here, I don't know, but we wish Margaret Jenny and all the best. She keeps in touch with your Micron video. We've got quite a following on the Micron video here at St Helens. But anyway, Broncos go in front, 10 points to 6. Barwick looking to make it a clear 6 points gap. Composes himself, strikes it well. Looks a good kick. Yes, it's excellent kick. Over the post, the touch judges raise the flag. 28 minutes gone now, and the Broncos take the 6 point lead again. As the Broncos get ready to get things underway, Saints have obviously got to get back in the swing. Tight game, nothing more than you can expect from two out of the top four. New love comes through, attracts a lot of attention. Tony Curry and his coaching staff will have done all the spade work. They'll have watched last week's video, the Oldham video. They won't have gained much from that, I wouldn't think. 66 points to 18 Marlin of Oldham. Derek McVie again on the far side, forced into touch, good tackling. And you can see the Broncos players, they're all G'd up there. So Saints being forced out of the normal pattern. 12-6 they lead. 10 minutes to the interval. Once again Langer moves it out. Saints come up in a line. Tulson Tollett used as the dummy runner. The tackler there, Scott Roskell, the man being tackled. Newlove and Prescott come up. Roskell, the last try scorer. Now it's with Minto. He turns it inside. Rosalind, the man. Sean McRae will be giving a little bit of encouragement to the Saints lads at half time, to put it quite mildly. I should imagine he'll be steaming. Saints just not looking the usual self. Once again, the fullback Barwick into the line, turns it inside, and Duncan McRae, your man in possession. Tony Ray attacked in half. A testing up and under. Prescott goes in for it. Oh, no problem for Prescott. Junior Paul comes in for the tackle. Saints have got to move it quickly. It's now with Gibbs. Out to Arnold. Good work by Gibbs onto Arnold. Can the player keep in field? He can. Barwick come and covered up there, but good work by the Saints and Gibbs. Junior Paul had come in to make the tackle, so Saints moved it over to where the gap was, where Paul was operating. Derek McVie driving it up, and Saints once again. Chris Joint. Tulson Tollett takes him round the top. That's good tackling by the Broncos. One down below, one clamping the ball. It's what Saints have got to do. They haven't been doing it so far in the opening 31 minutes. And the Broncos have come up with 2 tries. Golding puts the tester up. It's waved all on by referee Presley. It bounces back. Tony Ray, the hooker, has the possession, and Leatham completes the tackle. Broncos still in possession. Langer scampering away. The Saints are allowing Broncos too much leeway. They've got to get in there, close them down. They're harder to stop when they're running at full pace, aren't they? As Darren Shaw comes through. Shaw and Mestroff punched holes in this Saints defence. Here again, big strong runner. The forwards driving it through. Mestroff that time. Langer chips it through. Just takes a deflection. Does Langer. Looking for the penalty, but Golding brings it down the blind side. Keeps his feet in field. Well, a loose boot. Taken by the Broncos player there. Langer, I think, the man that's taking a loose boot. Yes, it is. It's Kevin Langer. The touch judge was right on. Bobby Golding wanted to get up quickly and play the ball. A conflab here now. And let referee Presley says, come here, Bob. Just let me have a word with you. Bobby Golding pointing to the giant screen for the replay. But he said, you've kicked out. You're being penalised. So from Saints attacking, they're going to be pegged back by the Broncos. They can put it further upfield into touch. Or they can play it there. Tony Ray plays it. Langer fully recovered now. It's a good job it kicked him in the head, Langer. Anywhere else it might have hurt him. But Broncos cough up possession. Saints come back and cover it, but Broncos come up with it. That should be scrum down, head and feet to Saints. The first knock on of Saints gaining no advantage this time. There it is, the referee right on the job. Scrum down, Saints head and feed. Even though Junior Paul came up with the possession. 6 minutes now to the interval. Bobby Golding puts it midfield, good into pass in there. Saints breaking through. They've got to put a bit of flair into this game. We know the Saints have the flair. It's the Broncos that's produced all the flair. It's Cunningham. Cunningham again. Up the field. Good drive. Slips it out to Arnold. Couldn't take it there. Just not getting the luck there on this occasion. Cunningham did all the spade work. Forced the pass. Moved it over to the right. And Arnold just couldn't control it. Booth and Joint combine. But good running by the Broncos. They run hard and strong. Mestroff, the man there, powering his way downfield. They're breaking that advantage line every time they come through, these big forwards. I think that was Tollett. It certainly was. Cabbaged a couple of metres as he gets up. But once again, the Broncos strike forward. Duncan McRae slipped it out. It went to Langer. Was the ball knocked forward? The referee moves in. And he's given the knock on, yes. Scrum down, Saints feed. Bit of a catalogue of errors. 4 minutes to the interval. Broncos still in the lead, 12 points to 6. Saints' 12th match since Sean McRae came. 5 in the Challenge Cup. And this is the 7th in the Super League. Well, that ball was knocked out there by Peter Gill. Clearly knocked out as he came in. The referee spotted it. Gill shakes his head. Oh, he's given the knock on. He's given the scrum down with the Saints feed. Well, we should get possession, shouldn't we? But it should have been a penalty, that. The Saints move it left. Steve Prescott in the line. Tulson Tollett brings him down. Newlove on an opposite diagonal run, but Tollett in again with the tackle. Now it's Cunningham. Can Saints hit back here before the half-time interval? There's the danger man, Derek McVie, being wrapped up. High tackle. That's the indication. Well, it didn't look all that bad, did it, really? I mean, a bloke like Derek McVie, he's going to attract a lot of attention, isn't he? He's a big playmaker. Both McVie on the right, Joint on the left. They are the Saints strike force. But Perolini, he's got to keep hold of the ball. 3 minutes to the interval, Saints trailing by 6. And they've got to get at least on level terms. Derek McVie back to Cunningham. Cunningham scampers through up to the 10-metre line. That's about 2 out of the 6. Golding, dummy half, bringing it over here. Chris Joint. But the Broncos, don't they tackle well? 3 men in there. Peter Gill leading the charge. Cunningham looking for new love. Well, tackle this time. Saints will have to move it centre field. They do. Hammond drawing the defence in. Going to slip it out. He does to Leatham. 10 metres short. Is that the last tackle? Hammond. Oh, that's a great tackle there by Gill. Shook the ball. Well, he's given a high tackle, I think. I think he's given a high tackle on Peter Gill. Yes, come over here, Peter. Let me have a word with you, he's saying. You come to me. I'm the man in charge. With the captain, Tony Ray. Saints are going to get a penalty. I would imagine Bobby Golding will take the 2 points. There he comes in your picture. A big grin all over his face. But the Broncos are not happy, but they're going to have to put up with it, aren't they? Yes, he'll go for the goal, and Bobby Golding. We have another mention here. We've got quite a few. We get nothing for weeks, and then we get an abundance. Karen Hilton, 34 years young today. She's the lady friend, the bit of stuff of Peter Speakman, one of the ticket sellers here. Now, Peter told me, Karen, he said, it's about time you got married. I don't know whether that's a proposal. It's from Peter, it's not from me. I can assure you, I have enough problems. But anyway, Karen Hilton, 34 today. Bobby Golding with the penalty goal, 2 minutes from the interval. Brings the score at Saints 8, Broncos 12. So it reduces the deficit, obviously, to 4 points. Courtesy of that high tackle by Gill, as he came in rather enthusiastically. Broncos in possession. Darren Shaw. As the Broncos run again, the Fuller running out there. There's no danger about this. I suppose they're used to it, all this Australian contingent, the sun on the back and all that sort of stuff. They're home from home, aren't they? More than Sean McRae could say when he came here. He said he'd been 30 degrees Celsius at home, and when he came here it was 30 degrees below. Langer, the man there, receiving a little bit of attention, and why not? He's a danger man, but good work there. The Broncos move upfield. Golding brings Borden down. Ray attacked in half-back. Change of direction by the Broncos. The tackling there is poor, and Saints are going to be caught here. Oh, he's had a try. I think the referee might go to the big screen. I don't think he's happy. Oh, he is. He wants the big screen there. But it was John Minto that came through. That was an astute kick there by the Broncos. They could see Saints were all pressed up. Nobody at home here on the Saints left wing. Well, they like it. I think they like it, the Broncos. Their arms are up in the air. We're waiting for the big screen. The referee Presley is looking at it as well. Yes, it must be a try. He's going to point. Yes, he points to it. You can't deny them the lead. They deserve it. They've exposed gaps in the Saints' defence. And Barwick with the conversion. Well, that looks a good one. Oh, it's all the way. Super stuff by Barwick. As the half-time hooter goes, and the Saints trail by 10 points at half-time, 18 points to 8. The Broncos lead. Barwick got a try. He converted it himself in the 5th minute. Broncos 6-0 up. 10 minutes later, a great individual try by Newlove. That was goal by Golding. Saints on level terms. And then a try by Roskell. Goal by Barwick. Broncos in the lead again by 6. Bobby Golding picked up a penalty goal 2 minutes from the interval. But right on the death there, Minto in at the corner after a grubber kick through there by the Broncos. Tidied up by Minto. The referee went to the big screen, but it was a try. So the half-time score here at Nosey Road. Saints 8, Broncos 18. Saints back on the pitch, just waiting for the Broncos as they troop on. We would like to give birthday wishes for this Thursday, the 16th of May, to Caroline from the souvenir shop. She's in a final year at Salford University, and everyone at the Saints wishes her happy birthday for this Thursday, and good luck in her finals later this month. She's 22 really, but I shouldn't be telling you this. You know, these ladies, they're very touchy about how we say how old they are, but Caroline Dickinson from the souvenir shop, best wishes for your birthday, 16th of May. Love from everyone at the Saints, and me and Rick and all of Micron. Back to the action. Let's hope Saints can get it right this second half. Trailing at half time, 18 points to 8. Saints kick off, Broncos have the possession. Once again, the Fuller running, Mestroff the man, leads the Broncos as they charge upfield. Tony Ray at dummy half. Oh, that's better tackling this time. Derek McVie came in, man to man. And the Saints spectators like that. And the Saints know that that's what they've got to do. Coach Sean McRae will have read the riot act at half time. Tackling is the name of the game. Good defence has kept the Broncos in it, and slack marking has obviously given them, by the Saints, has given them the tries. 3 tries in all, to 1, but Saints have the possession. Scott Gibbs, there's nothing wrong with Gibbs there as he drives in. See, the Broncos, there's 2 and 3 in at the tackle every time. New love. Tollett finally brings him down. Peter Gill was in there as well. Saints move it over to the right. Derek McVie again. You've got to follow the man with the ball, McVie. He gets it going again. Prescott finally ends up with it. Saints have got to know they've got to follow this man with the ball. McVie and Chris Joint running the other way. Once again, the Saints build over to the right. Good tackling there. Tony Ray in on Simon Booth. Golding taking charge, chips it for the corner. Oh, Junior Paul's made a mistake, and Danny Arnold's in. Oh, that's great stuff by Arnold. Great tackling there. He came down, he hurled down on Junior Paul after an astute kick through there by Bobby Golding. And Paul fumbled it. Arnold was in like a flash. Grabbed him, man and ball, clamped him, and kept him in the in-goal area. And now the Broncos have got to drop out from between the sticks. Come on, you Saints, is the cry from the popular side below us. And the spectators there try to lift the Saints. Trail by 10. Essential that Saints get first points on the board. They've got to respect the ball. Cunningham scampering through. Good work. Roskell comes in. Mestroff there as well. Prescott slips it to Joint. Joint turns, releases it to Cunningham. Good tackle. Rosalind comes in. Marlin at the play of the ball. Marlin at the tackle. Looks as though it is. Well, the referee's coming back. Is it the player injured? It certainly is. The referee stopped the game. The Broncos man, well, he's flat out there, isn't he? They need the stretcher. We'd followed the play. Is it Langer again? I don't know whether it looks like young Langer. Saints Club doctor John Hughes on there to assist. And a lot of attention has to be paid to these injured players. We know how serious sporting injuries can be. We're 18-8, 3 minutes into this second half. Saints were pressing, but the referee has brought play to a halt while the Broncos player receives treatment. Well, he's up now. He said they called for a stretcher. It is young Langer, Kevin Langer. He had a bit of stick in the first half, didn't he? These scrum halves, and well, everybody is in for heavy body contact, but he's up and about now, no problem. Not bad, after being pronounced dead. touch of the old magic sponge, whisper in the ear, and he's up like a 2-year-old. But it's Cunningham that'll restart play. Prescott at dummy half. Strong run in, Leatham. Saints now have got to run as hard as the Broncos have. They're close to the line. Golding, Newlove. Good gang tackling, trying to force Newlove into touch. Broncos have the possession. Sullivan in with the tackle. Now Chris Joint. But once again, crossfield. Roskell, I think, the man there in possession. No, it was Minto. Broncos in possession, in the lead, 18-8. Saints tackling has got to be firm. They've got to hold the Broncos up at that end. They'll be booting it downfield now. All offside on the Broncos' right. Steve Prescott plays it. Doesn't get given the full 10 metres, but look at that tackling, that following up. That's great following up by the Broncos, isn't it? Duncan McRae was leading the charge. Now it's Sullivan. Just taken by the ankle. Held on there, Steve Rosalind, to the nth degree. Booth now, but Saints are being closed down. There's no way through for them yet. 6 minutes gone in the second half. And the Broncos have done their own work, haven't they? Golding, got to get the game by the scruff of the neck. The ball slipped back, but it was knocked forward. It's all on. The referee allows advantage. Good tackle by Newlove on Barwick. Tony Ray attacked in half, but good running there again. The Saints let the Broncos, Darren Shaw, come downfield. Justin Bryant, he's back on. Come on at half time. Was replaced. Well, that's a forward pass onto Junior Paul from Peter Gill, but the Broncos have got away with it. They move it over to the right. Saints defence will have to be firm. Drop off ball onto Tollett as he came through on the opposite diagonal. But Saints vice captain Chris Joint bounces him to the ground. Once again, a testing ball, a high ball. Prescott in for it. Calm as you please, no problem for Prescott. Sullivan from dummy half, but well taken, even though I still think that the Broncos were offside. Sullivan protesting, but referee Presley, he's quite happy with the state of play. Derek McVie, shoulder down, turns it back, loses possession this time. McVie knows he's done the wrong thing there, forcing the pass. Tony Ray picked it up. Saints defence going to be tested now. Saints can't afford to concede another try. Already trailing by 10. Panic would set in then if the Broncos come up with another 4-pointer. Well, you wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have a go for one. Pass round the man to Tollett. Well taken. Joint and Newlove, I think, the man underneath. No, it was Prescott. Tony Ray. Broncos moving it to the left. Gives the dummy, slips it out. Broncos still in possession. Great tackle. The ball slipped out though. Barwick goes in for the 4-pointer. The Saints there concede the try. Well, there's panic stations now. Barwick in for his second. 8 minutes of the second half. Barwick, the fullback, the try scorer, the goal kicker. 3 goals he's kicked. His second try he scored. Broncos' 4th try. Saints with just 1 try and 2 goals. He's not missed so far, he has now. So Sean McRae with wholesale changes. 3 subs on. Matautia, Pickavance and Hunt. On for Leatham, McVie and Prescott. Steve Prescott has been carrying an injury. First time Derek McVie's been substituted. Well, he got substituted late on in the last game, I should say. He's already won the Man of the Match award. As Cunningham scampers away. Saints have got to get 2 points on the board. Trailing by 14. Matautia. But the tackling from the Broncos has been firm. They've done their homework. Lofted ball intercepted by the Broncos. Hammond there with the speculator. And only for Minto putting it down. There could have been trouble there in the Saints ranks. Head and feet to Saints with Minto knocking on. But a speculator by Hammond. As they're 14 points down. We need a Bradford job now. Can the Saints come up with the goods? Joint on the blind side. Joint goes for the line. 15 metres short. Now it's Pickavance. Fresh man. Pickavance twists, turns, drives forward again. Only a metre short. Saints have got to get on the board. Perolini has the ball knocked back. There's no knock on there. The ball had come back. The referee there saying the ball was knocked forward. Perolini couldn't take it. It came back towards their own posts. But referee Presley said it was knocked forward. Scrum down. Head and feet to the Broncos. Leo Deniver. He's on the field now. Instead of Langer. He's been in the wars so far this second half as Langer. Tony Ray at acting halfback. 12 minutes in the second half gone. Saints 8, Broncos 22. Broncos looking for the first win against St Helens side. Formed in the 1980s as Fulham. And as I said, they've been London Crusaders, London Broncos. And they haven't beaten St Helens side in the few meetings between the two sides. Peter Gill coming in there. High tackle again. That's the second time he's been warned, Gill, on Sullivan. Bobby Golding takes it quickly. Last season, Saints did the double over the Broncos. 50 points to 34 at the Stoop. 48-18 here at Nosey Road. Kieran Cunningham. Cunningham again, just losing his footing. He gets up, he drives again. He's still going, is the lad. We're looking for support. Mestrov, was it that came in with the tackle? No, it wasn't. It was Darren Shaw. Golding holds the ball there. Newlove on his outside. Golding wants to play it quickly. Newlove goes for the corner. Great tackling by the Broncos. Sullivan acting half. Golding puts it crossfield. Danny Arnold, well, was he taken on suspicion, Danny Arnold? Was he taken without the ball? Let's see what the referee rules. He's ruled that Arnold's knocked it forward and knocked it dead, and Broncos will restart from the centre of the 20. Certainly 100-mile-an-hour stuff, but as time goes on and Saints don't get back in the game, panic stations are going to set in, aren't they? 22 points to 8 the score. Tony Ray. The ball loose, that must be knocked forward. If Perolini's was forward, that's certainly forward. Scrum down, head and feet to Saints. Yes, when Broncos as they are now, when they was Fulham in the first year, 80-81, they gained promotion that first season. They even beat Wigan in the opening match of the season there, the old pie eaters in the second division. But they've come from strength to strength since, haven't they, as we know. But Saints have the possession, Newlove the man. Held down there to the nth degree. Saints bring it blindside. Chris Joint up to the 20-metre line. Taken down by Bryant. Golding looking for runners. Matautia taken by the ankle. Once again Golding. Inside ball to Hammond. Saints squeeze it out. Did it touch a Broncos man? It did. The referee waves another 6 on. Saints very fortunate there. We've got to get that bit of luck, and let's hope the Saints can get the bit of luck. Well, a swinging arm there from Roskell as he came through on Arnold. Saints are pressing. Loose ball. Oh, Broncos pick it up. Peter Gill has the possession. Saints trying to force the issue and coming up with the error. Once again, the Broncos have the possession. Minto would come in. Now it's with Gill. 2 tries last week against Leeds. Exciting player, this Gill. But the Fuller running the Broncos. They're throwing the ball out. The Saints have got to try and wrap them up. Chip downfield. Alan Hunt operating in the full-back position. Leaves it. Lets Anthony Sullivan gather it. Sullivan looking for a way up the middle, but Tollett, along with Russell Borden, completes the tackle. Now it's Alan Hunt. Finally plays it. Once again, Newlove scampers away. Well, that's a high tackle there on Newlove from Minto. Good running, Bobby Golding. Got to get in there, got to take the game by the scruff of the neck. But a great defensive display by the Broncos as Pickavance rolls away, plays the ball. Cunningham scoops it up on the run. Great work from this youngster. Well, Gill throws a right arm in there, and that's going to be the 3rd time he's been spoken to. He's penalised, but he's not done anything about it. I mean, how many times have you got to warn these men at all? 3 times Gill's been warned for foul play, and he's still on the field. Perolini approaching the Broncos line. Chris Joint. Joint again. Joint drives. He's within a metre. Can the Broncos defence hold out? Can Saints crack it? Good ball there to Booth. Yes, that's a try. That's on the whitewash. The referee points to the spot. No doubt about it. 17 minutes gone. Come on, you Saints. The popular side faithfully erupt once again. It's his first in Super League. He's already got 1 in the Challenge Cup. Golding converts it quickly. That gives Saints 14, Broncos 22. 2 tries, 3 goals, 14 points. And a Broncos player being cheered from the field. So another substitution being made by the Broncos. But Bobby Golding looking to get the game underway. 18 minutes gone on my watch. We've had about 3 minutes of stoppage time when Kevin Langer was receiving treatment. Referee Presley just waiting to get things underway. Well, he should get things underway. The man's off the field now. What are we pouncing about for? Let's get the action. Saints are on a bit of a roll. We hope. Golding keeps it low. 8 points now. Separating the sides. Come on, you Saints. The Saints Speckies get behind the charges. Saints leaders in the Super League, 100% record, and they don't want the colours lowered, especially at home. They don't want the colours lowered anyway, do they? But it's hard work this afternoon. We're approaching 20 minutes on the clock, but we have had, as I say, about 3 minutes of stoppage time. Saints had to score first in the second half. They didn't. Barwick went in for a try, but Saints a bit back, and now the Broncos putting it downfield. Sullivan takes it well, looks for the gap, but Peter Gill, the first man in. Newlove through one, threading his way through, taken down by Mestrov. Perolini, head down, drives it in, but there's 2 and 3 Broncos men there doing the tackling every time a Saints player has the ball. Matautia, inside ball from Bobby Golding. And once again, well, Saints have lost possession. Booth, I think the man coming through there, couldn't control it. The Broncos now, they'll try and slow it down. Pickavance and Cunningham in at the tackle on Donald Pitt. Mestrov, tireless worker. And Broncos approaching the Saints 20. That's good tackling. No danger about that. Justin Bryant running hard. But Saints tackling firm. The Broncos are spreading it. Opposite diagonal run. Saints have got to get in. Make sure the tackle's completed. Duncan McRae, the man there, winding his way through. It's the last one of the sequence. Deniver puts it up high. Well, the Broncos have got to keep it going. Pitt kicks it downfield. Alan Hunt has it. Hunt there. Well, Gill again round the neck. My word. How many times have you got to give this man chances? Pedalini forcing the pass. Gives it Hammond. It's out there to Scott Gibbs. Gibbs breaks through one. Lovely ball to Arnold. Arnold down the field. His support on the inside. Good tackling by the Broncos. Gibbs at dummy half. Saints take it crossfield. Overlap on the left if Saints can spread it. Pickavance. Yes, that's a lovely ball. Oh, Sullivan couldn't take it. Give him a basket. Saints there with an open line and Sullivan couldn't take it. Good work by the Saints as they spread it over. Tommy Martin comes on now for the Saints. To see if he can inject a little bit of pace, a little bit of guile, a little bit of craft. Then he's in there for the first tackle. Leo Deniver at dummy half. Roskill pushes the tackle off. Pickavance comes in. Pickavance and Matautia make sure the man's bounced to earth. So Paulo Pedalini off, Tommy Martin on. Reshuffling the Saints pack. Good ball there. Tony Ray. Lovely ball from Deniver now. It's with Peter Gill. Broncos are charging. Saints there. Well, they've got to get up there and make sure the tackle's completed. That's a penalty. The man's walked off the mark. Duncan McRae's walked away. The referee's let him play the ball. It's the last tackle of the sequence. Peter Gill puts a tester up. That's knocked back. It's got to go up again. It's not another 6. It's still the last. Broncos squeeze it out. Danger here for the Saints. Can they cover it? They can. Weren't they lucky there? Simon Booth tidied it up, but Saints should never have been in that position. Duncan McRae walking off the mark. Now it's Danny Arnold and Junior Paul tangling. Sullivan. Can we get a Sullivan spectacular? We need something spectacular, don't we? Trailing by 22 points to 14 with 17 minutes to go. Newlove in the clear. Newlove kicks again. Puts it back to Joint, and Joint breaks the tackle. Joint up the blind side. Slips it out. Saints have got to keep in field. They're keeping the ball going. Trying a goal will set the Saints up here. Bobby Golding chips it through. Arnold will chase it. Well covered there. Duncan McRae covers it well. Junior Paul attacked in half. Saints now with that great kick from Golding upfield, chased by Danny Arnold. They've got to make sure the tackling's firm now. They've got to hold the Broncos up. Hold them up there in their own half of the field, and preferably in the 20. The tackling's doing well. It's coming in. It's hard. It's firm. They're in numbers. They're in their own 20. They should be pegged there. That's 4 of the set of 6. Booth and Pickavance in there. This should be the 5th tackle. Great work, good tackling, Tommy Martin and Kieran Cunningham. The ball ready for the kick now. No, this will be the 5th. That's obviously the first one. That's a 0 tackle, isn't it? Just forgetting about that. This is the last one now. Alan Hunt has to chase it. That's a well-positioned kick. Hunt lets it run dead. But the Saints still struggling. 15 minutes to go, plus roughly 3 minutes of stoppage time. and still trailing by 8. Scott Gibbs. Respect to the ball, you've got to make sure you hold on to it for your set of 6. As I said, the Broncos have done their own work. Derek McVie back on the field. Saints still have the possession. Bobby Golding looping round there. Chris Joynt just couldn't break free. Matautia, this big Western Samoan, we could do with some explosive runs from him. But as Sean McRae said last week when we was asking about the Broncos, sometimes they can, oh, he's dropped the ball. Barwick, probably the first mistake he's made, and Tommy Martin, who hassled him there, just exchanges pleasantries with him. But as we were speaking to Sean McRae after last week's win over Oldham, he said sometimes the Broncos can be good value for money, and other times they can be nuisance value. They're definitely nuisance value this afternoon as far as we're concerned, beating us by 22 points to 14, but well-worthy winners up to now, or well-worthy leaders I should say, not winners. Let's not preempt the situation. They're well worthy of the lead, they've played well, they've capitalised on Saints' mistakes, and obviously that's why they're leading by 8. Chris Joynt. Once again, Saints build up. Ian Peckerman sees a man that can unlock the Broncos' defence. Cunningham slips it to Golding. Saints getting a little bit tied up. Very lucky to get out of that situation. Once again, Saints break through. Hammond slips it back. Derek McVie, yeah, gets it away to Scott Gibbs. Gibbs will go for the line, yes. Gibbs touches it down. The referee's not happy with it. He wants to look at the television screen. But that looked a good try from our angle. Sorry about your picture there when we go into that the try there. On a couple of occasions the picture's just been a little wavy. Hope it won't spoil your pleasure. But Scott Gibbs took it well there. The Saints kept it going, didn't they? Derek McVie over the top. Puts it back. Scott Gibbs, and a big hole in the Broncos defence. Biggest hole we've had this afternoon in the Broncos defence. The referee looking for the screen. Gibbs went in for the try. 11 minutes left plus stoppage time. And what an 11 minutes this is going to be. Can the Saints get out of jail? They've got the temperament to do it. Let's hope. Oh, he's lost the ball there. That's Saints possession. The Broncos man lost it there as he came through. That was Borden. What's the referee ruling? Must be a scrum down with the Saints' feet. That's correct. Yeah, it's great tackling there by the Saints as they moved in. Tackled Borden. The ball shot out. Matautia couldn't gather it cleanly first time. He did come up with it, but the referee ruled on the scrum. And Saints have got to get points on the board, trailing by 4. Looking for runners. Gibbs again. Gibbs down with the shoulder. Up to the 20. Mestrov holding on there. Holding him down. But Saints build up once again. They've got to make sure that they hold the ball. Don't force the pass. Cunningham puts it back. Was facing his own post. He drives again. 4 points separate the sides. Saints are trailing, as they have been for most of the game. In fact, Matautia, oh, Martin! Yes, he likes that! Tommy Martin touches down between the sticks. Pick the bones out of that. 4 tries, 4 goals, 24 points. You'd put your mortgage on this, wouldn't you? I reckon I could kick that one. Just about my heavy, that. My distance. Bobby Golding slots it between the uprights. Saints in the lead for the first time. Look at that look on Golding's face. 24 points to 22. And from the Saints looking dead and buried at 22 points to 8 down. After 48 minutes, we now approach the 70th minute. And Saints are in the lead, 24-22. Deep kick by Golding, and he follows it up. Pressure's got to be put on the Broncos in their own 20. Oh, that's great tackling, that gang tackling. 3 men in. It's took the Saints 70 minutes to find out that they've got to do this. Look at that, look at the effort there. That's what's got to happen. The Saints have got to get in, as the Broncos have been doing all the match. They've been putting the Saints off the game, and they've done a damn good job as well, haven't they? But now the Saints spectators get behind them, known more than this popular side faithful. Great singers, great supporters. Saints at the top of the tree in the Super League, and they don't want to concede any points, do they? We could do with somebody beating the Pie Eaters. They play Halifax next Tuesday, and I can't see Halifax doing anything against Wigan, but you never know, do you? Stranger things have happened. Alan Hunt from virtually on his own line, as long as he keeps hold of the ball. Well, that's great tackling. Diniver leading the charge along with Donald Pitt. Now it's Gibbs. Good tackling there again. Now it's with Hunt. Determination personified as Hunt drives it forward. Twists out of the tackle. Cunningham from acting half. Now it's with Derek McVie. 7 minutes plus stoppage time, so we're talking roughly 10 minutes. Pickavance tries to turn, but Peter Gill in with the tackle. Great clamp tackle by Gill. Matautia. Certainly pressure relieved as far as the Saints spectators are concerned. Been a lot of tight bums on seats in that main stand, but that's a great kick upfield. Touch found, 20 metres. Well, 10 metres, I beg your pardon. Getting my lines mixed up. 10 metres from the Broncos try line, but it's head and feet to the Broncos. Kieran Cunningham named as the Homestead's man of the match. Tireless runner. They talk about Bernard Dwyer when we had him here as perpetual motion, but Cunningham certainly taken over that mantle. Cunningham, 19 years of age, and the McEwen's Lager Man of the Match award picked up today from this likeable hooker. Broncos have possession. They're moving it up well. Well, a high tackle there. Obviously the Broncos player considered it was high tackle. Borden, he was coming through at pace. Well, that's a forward pass, surely. No, it isn't. The referee said it's the last tackle of the sequence. The ball will be booted upfield. Good tactical kicking. Alan Hunt gathers it. He's got to make sure when he takes the tackle that he holds the ball. Saints with the slenderest of leads, 24-22. Another try and a goal wouldn't go amiss, would it? And Saints have tried hard. The old Golden magic has worked again. He's led his side and brought them back from, as I've said, a 22-8 deficit to leading by 24 points to 22 now. Matautia bounces out to the first line of defence. Keeps hold of it, takes the tackle. Roskell, the man that was in there. Well, a chip kick there, a bit of a speculator there. Puts Broncos back in possession. And we know a score from the Broncos will put them in the lead. Well, a try will, a goal wouldn't, obviously, at 2 points. But the Broncos have it. The Saints defence has got to tighten up. Barwick, the man. Tony Ray at dummy half. Broncos move it left. Now they change it over and move it over to that right flank. Tollett. Taken by Pickavance. Joint. And another body in there I just can't pick out. Derek McVie. Ray at dummy half. Broncos move it left. Saints have got to move up in a line. Close the man down. Well, good pass. That's forward pass, that. Onto Junior Paul, but he was forced into touch. Super work there. Saints with a man down. Scott Gibbs it is. And he... I don't think Gibbs had actually completed that tackle, but he doesn't look well, does Scott Gibbs? Looks as though he's holding his elbow. Had a badly dislocated elbow against the Pie Eaters last season. Was out for a good few games. But Saints physio Jeanette Smith just treating him there. You see that right elbow being manipulated, or the right arm being manipulated. The referee holding play up, obviously, while the player is treated. He did it earlier on for the Broncos. Referee Presley will form the scrum. 20 metres in and 20 metres from the Saints line. Everything's all right now. Saints head and feed. 3 minutes of normal time plus stoppage time. Can the Saints hold on to this slender 2-point lead? The Broncos have run hard and strong all afternoon, and they're not going to stop now, are they? Bobby Golding takes the tackle. Excellent work there by Broncos as they moved it down. I thought the last pass looked forward, but Junior Paul was forced into touch, and the danger was diffused. Cunningham again, moving it over to the left. Derek McVie. Saints are going to make sure they hold on to the ball. Now it's Cunningham. Great running. Very enthusiastic, to say the least. Saints captain Bobby Golding with good yardage there. Martin grubbers it for touch. Good work by Martin. Pegging the Broncos back, eating away the clock. 2 minutes of normal time plus stoppages, and nobody's going to leave this Knowsley Road Arena, is there? After 48 minutes there might have been a few going at 22-8 down. But tries from Booth, Gibbs and Martin in the space of 13 minutes. So Perolini back on for Scott Gibbs. The ball into touch. Head and feed to Saints. Let's see if Saints can come up with obviously the possession. They should come up with the possession from the scrum. Loose passing by the Broncos, but let's see if Saints can come up with the possession from the scrum. They've 6 tackles. They're just outside the Broncos 20. Golding feeds it. Matautia will have to stick hold of the ball. Saints have got to keep hold of this set of 6. Joint, good running. Ideal platform for the Saints to build up here. 2 tackles up the set of 6. Cunningham now steps up at the dummy half. Moves it to the right. Golding changes direction. Well, he keeps hold. He has to take the tackle of Gill. Saints need a 4-pointer. They're leading by 2. 4 points would make them virtually unassailable, and 6 points would make sure that they actually won the game. All on the 40th minute now. Stoppage time going to be played. Derek McVie, last one of the sequence. What are Saints going to do? They're bringing it on the short side. It's knocked down. It's still the 6th tackle. No, the referee has said that the Broncos man played at the ball. So a reprieve for the Saints. They have another set of 6. Cunningham slipped it back to Sullivan. Sullivan now, just calm it down. Derek McVie, drive it in, hard and low. Mestroff with a tackle. Now the Broncos going to be frustrated. Actually playing in stoppage time. Can Saints come up with a 4-pointer? Pick Vance the man. Once again Saints spread it. Good running. Yes, lovely ball up. No, it's gone loose. Junior Paul held in his own in-goal area. He is. That's going to be a drop out under the sticks. More pressure there. Saints were forcing the issue. No, it's not. To scrum down, Broncos feed. Getting carried away with the situation there. Obviously taking in possession in your own in-goal area. It's a scrum out, and it's your own feed, isn't it? But the Broncos, can they weather the storm? 1 minute of stoppage time has been played. Saints in the lead 24-22, but the Broncos have got to go 80 metres. I'm sure they've got the personnel that's capable of it, but Saints have got to make sure that they don't allow them up that field. And this will be a hard-earned win. Good handling there. Junior Paul gets away. Danny Arnold gets him. He slips it inside to Diniver. Onto Tony Ray. Back to Diniver. Whoa, Saints there with the tackling. Matautia. But the Broncos, one last throw of the dice. They've good yardage. They've moved up 40 metres. It's chipped through. It's stood to Saints player. It didn't play him. He didn't play it. The ball played him. But it's now with Alan Hunt. And I'm just breaking these teeth in for Red Rum. But Sullivan at the acting half-back. Saints now will just play out this set of 6, surely. 2 minutes gone. I reckon there should be about 3 minutes of stoppage time. Newlove takes it slow, moves it down. Good work by the Broncos there. Hearts were beating in the Saints defence as Pickavance. Now it's with Cunningham. Cunningham has the ball taken off him, but that's 1-1. That's all on. That's another set of 6. That's to Saints. 1-1, you can take the ball. It was reaped out as Cunningham went away. Now Cunningham again breaks blindside. Cops a little high tackle there. Sullivan will have to take the tackle. There'll be a lot of relieved bodies in red and white this afternoon if the score remains the same. Matautia now. Matautia powers down, slips it out, touched the Broncos man. That's another set of 6. Perolini comes up with it. Saints just having that little bit of luck. And my word, you need the luck at times, don't you? Good handling. Saints put it over the top. Sullivan now. Can he round it? Oh, yes. Sullivan in. Well, did he bounce it? The referee wants a look. The referee's having a look at the telly, and I think Sullivan could have bounced that there. And I'm the most impartial person on this ground in a red and white jersey, but I think Sullivan may have lost control as it went over. Well, they've had a look at the replay on the big screen and they like it, but the third referee, or whatever he's called, hasn't come up with a decision yet. No, it's no try. And there's the final hooter. Well, Saints get out of jail, don't they? But good play in the end. And Sullivan could have sealed it there at the death, but he bounced it. It certainly looked from our angle that he bounced it. There should have been no doubt about it at all. The man should have had it touchdown, but anyway, it didn't matter. Saints trailing 18-8 at half-time. No panic at all. It's essential that Saints scored first in the second half. They didn't. Barwick came up with a try in the 8th minute. Broncos well in command, 22 points to 8. But then Saints had to get their act together. Bobby Golding and his troops, Bomber Bobby, got things moving. Try for Booth in the 17th minute, goal by Golding. A Gibbs try 10 minutes later. The conversion was wide. Looked on its way, I thought it was over, but it went to the left. Then, 3 minutes later, Tommy Martin, after some sterling work by Matautia, slipped onto the end of a lovely ball. Golding converted it right under the sticks. Saints in the lead for the first time in the game after 70 minutes, 24 points to 22. That's how the game finished. Certainly relief for the Saints. A break now till this Friday. Obviously not much time for recovery, but Warrington away at Wilderspool the next match. They've had a good win today. Hope you can join us. You've been with Micron. The final score here from Rosie Road. St Helens 24, Broncos 22.